Hey, it's Mark with Mark's Virtual Real Estate Channel, and the Sao Paulo second release is this morning, coming up here in an hour and a half or so, and I'm just checking out the place to see what's going on. I'm in Upland, a virtual real estate game where you can buy properties, rent properties, buy cars, build buildings, do fun stuff. And they release cities once in a while, which are usually pretty fun and exciting. When they do second, third releases like this, they're not nearly as exciting. And Sao Paulo in general isn't that exciting to me either. They did the stress test yesterday, which was pretty underwhelming. They're releasing some new neighborhoods today. But I was noticing something strange, and maybe it's just a conspiracy theory. I don't know. But it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. So, when they do collections, so they release a city, and then a week later they'll announce collections, which are special streets or neighborhoods where properties mint for more if they're not minted yet, and they get more yield, which means they have more rent coming in as well if they're in a collection bonus. So those properties are usually worth much more. So a lot of people speculate on what collections will be, try and make money that way, especially rare, ultra rare, streets or neighborhoods. But I was interested, just kind of wondering how those collections are guarded or before they release. So from what I've heard is they know what the collections are before they release the city, or at least most of the collections. But then it's like, well, how many people know what those collections are? Does word get out? And there's no street collections in Sao Paulo. And don't worry, I'll show the minting later. I'll come back here, so I'm not going to just talk about this forever. But I was just looking at certain streets, and I saw something interesting in that this street right here, what is it? Avenida de Brigadeiro Faria Lima. And I was just looking at the street, I'm like, oh, this is kind of a cool looking street, and it had already been in the first release. And I was like, I wonder how much properties are here. They're super expensive on this street. It's crazy how expensive they are. So I went to upexland.me, and just looking at their streets here. These aren't there, but the cheapest one on there was 29,000 UPX. And then it jumps to 60. And it's a pretty big street. And I was just like, this is kind of weird how expensive this street is, considering it's not a collection. And, I mean, it doesn't seem that special. There's no cheap properties there. And there was one cheap property. Did I just buy it? Oh, I can't decide if I want to buy it or not. I am going to buy it and just see. I mean, maybe I'll just put it up for sale right away. But I wonder if some people know that this street might be special. Or maybe it's just a complete conspiracy theory on my part. Just seemed weird it was so expensive. But the interesting part, too, is it extends in to the new neighborhood here. So I'm thinking, I was having a really hard time figuring out where I wanted to mint, what looked special. There's Batman's Alley right here. Technically, none of these properties are on Batman's Alley. They might, butt up against it, but none of them have the address of Batman's Alley. It's a famous alley where there's lots of murals and different stuff. I wonder if we can see anything here. So I know there's speculation about... Oh, look at that. That's cool. There you go. So, I mean, properties along there probably would be worth quite a bit anyway, even with that address. So that's an area to target. It'll probably sell very quickly. But this little street here has me intrigued now, and it runs all the way up through here. So I might try and mint stuff there, just because of how expensive that street is in the other neighborhood. I was kind of sending my guy down here to see if he'd get into that area, but that's going to be a long shot. I don't think he has time. So I think I've got a new strategy now. I'm going to... Boy, it'd be nice if I could just shoot... I wonder if there's any cheap properties like right along here, where I could just shoot him straight along that street. Oh, it's kind of cheap. I don't have that much UPX though either, but stuff shouldn't be that expensive. 245,000, like, and it's not like it's just one or two outliers. They're all super expensive except for those couple I showed you. It's kind of weird. All right, let's check. Oh, there's 10. Where's that at? Nah, down there. Where's my other property? I mean, it sure be a lot easier to send a straight shot straight up there if I bought one of those. Let's just do that. We're going to do that, and I'm going to send my block explorer just honestly that way right now. Actually, how many sends do I have? I should check on that before we get going here. 11. Okay, I'm full. But I'll send my block explorer here. I'll get him shooting straight north. I still have time to correct, but I just want to kind of see where he ends up here. And if you're new to the game, you can mint properties for the first time. Usually that's when you get the best deal. Usually, not always. And then you can sell them to other players. You collect rent on all of them, but that's based on the initial mint price. So there's all kinds of intricacies and different things going on here. And then, of course, they've added cars and all kinds of different stuff here. So I was really hoping for, I mean, I don't know if they're ever going to listen to me, a full city release. I would love to see an entire city released all at once with lots of neighborhoods, lots of collections, and cheap prices. That's what made Upland fun when I first joined it, was the prices were pretty affordable, except for like a neighborhood here or two. And most of the, oh, there we go. Oh, wait, I need to go a little bit farther left, don't I? Yeah. It had, you know, like Detroit was an amazing release for me. I think a lot of people love Detroit. Some people think Detroit's boring, but it had cool streets. It had cheap properties, so all kinds of people could buy. Had lots of collections. A lot of people made a lot of money in Detroit, and I think that's what draws people to the game ultimately, is the opportunity to make a lot of money. I'd prefer the players make money instead of Upland make all the money. They don't make all of it, but I feel like their goal lately has been to, you know, price properties as high as they possibly can and still get people to buy them, which sometimes has worked and sometimes hasn't. But then we have lots of different properties and locations and stuff released at once. It gives the players a lot better chance to mint stuff. And it's not just, you know, a few players fighting for all the good stuff. There's lots of different opportunities for good stuff. And I feel like there's a lot more speculation about what might be good too. I think that's one, you know, London was London number one, not number two. London number one release was the most fun release I've seen in a while, just because there's so many different neighborhoods. And I mean, they were very expensive, but there were a few that were affordable that I happened to get lucky and land on. But, you know, if it would have been a release like that with tons of different neighborhoods and low prices, it'd be so much fun. I think that just, it's kind of what, you know, got players started on this game. And I don't know how many new players they're getting right now, but it doesn't seem like a lot. I know I looked at some of their stats, the amount of people playing, the amount of money being spent, the amount of money in general is way down from where it was in Upland. So the stats seem to show, I don't know, that could just be crypto in general. It's kind of crypto, kind of not, is down. So that could be part of it too. It's just hard to know. I'm just rambling while I'm trying to get my guy to go the right direction, which this can be, oh, that's not it. This can be a little frustrating, trying to get him in this right direction. But hey, you know, if you have a car in an area, it sure seems like it would be, you know, you take your car, you drive where you want to go, and then you can mint what you want. I know it's maybe you don't have a car in that city, but they could set up, you know, shipping, you know, ship your car to, that would be cool. I mean, it would give the players with a lot of money a big advantage though, so maybe not. But if you had, you know, a stress test and then you ship your car there to a property you bought, and then you can drive your car to where you want. Oh, is that close enough? Oh, that's probably close enough. It's kind of going that way. I want him to, but he's going to move around. We'll see what happens, because I can always rearrange that later on, but at least it's going somewhat in the right direction. And I still have some properties left over from the first release in here too. I don't even have that for sale. I wonder how much prices are here. 7 for an 18. And that's a 24 I minted for. Prices aren't that good in Sao Paulo, in case you were wondering. I wonder if there's stuff Whoops, that's the wrong... Where am I going? Here we go. I wonder if there is like stuff under mint. I'll search all of Sao Paulo here. 101, right at mint. 54.99, right at mint. The prices are so low here. Like, you got to be really, really, really careful what you buy in this release. And it might, I mean, the stress test didn't come close to minting out. That was up here. I bought a couple of properties there, which, well, it looked like it's, well, no, there's some bigger ones. And there's so many FSA, too. So many FSA properties, and I don't feel like there's that many new players, which means they'll sit there for a long time. I'm wondering, yeah, that one's not selling either. Waterfront. How to see how many new players there are in Upland. Are there stats for that? If anybody knows that, I'd love to kind of see how that's looking. Because if they keep adding more and more and more and more FSA properties all the time, and there aren't that many new players, like, what's the point? If nobody's buying them and they're just sitting there, that seems like, you know, we should be releasing those to the people who are playing the game. But again, I have lots of opinions. Okay, we'll come back a little bit closer to when this releases, see how this goes, and of course I'll record all my minting, and we'll see if the minting has any lag or anything. I'm guessing no, because I don't think there's going to be all that much excitement or as many people in this release as there were the other releases. All right, I am back. Little annoyed this morning, not at Upland, but other real estate stuff. The county's been on my tail for on a property I own, just crazy stuff. So just got an engineer's estimate to submit a new site plan. He wants to charge me $10,000 to do that. So that's not cool. Anyway, back to Upland. I'm going in the right direction here. I feel like it's 4 minutes until it's time to start, so I'll try and keep track of here. I'm going along this road. I guess that's my strategy. And I sent my guy from here a couple times to get in the right area, but I sent him here. Don't know exactly what time it was, but I feel like maybe I'm mistaken. The trail doesn't last as long as it used to, and that could just be me. But I feel like that's maybe no, it might be lasting longer. When it had only been sent out for 10 minutes before, and it seemed like it was disappearing, but maybe I just couldn't see all the trail. So I should have a good spot here to mint properties along here. I mean, there's some real cheap small ones here that I would be very happy to get. There's like a museum here. I mean, that'd be pretty cool too, but probably pretty expensive. But that might be it's kind of a cool property. A Red Lobster. Who doesn't want a Red Lobster? There's some more properties along here. I'm kind of getting off into this direction, but I still should be able to mint some up here. I just don't know how expensive some of these will be, because they will be pricier. I don't have a ton of money. 500. Ooh, look at that. That's nice looking. This might be the nicest part of Sao Paulo I've seen. Look at this. This makes me feel better about this street too. Maybe that's why this street is doing well, because it's a lot nicer area. Who knows? So banks are cool. Oh, is that it? Oh, look at that big building. 2 minutes, so I've got to keep track here. So there's some cool properties along here. I guess it just depends on what I want to try to mint first. If I want to try and mint lots of small stuff along here, again, it's a lot of speculation on my part that this will be very valuable, just based on my gut feeling on these properties along here. So who knows? Maybe it won't be a collection. Maybe who knows what could happen. But there's lots of small ones right there too. Like any of those small ones, I'm gonna be happy with. But there's also a named one right here. Like, what is this? 2 minutes still, so I still got some time to mess around here. I hate it when they always give you. Oh, I guess it's on the main street still. I don't know what that is. So I don't know. All kinds of options. 1 minute to go now. I might be losing. I'll still have some stuff to get some cheap stuff here. Do I want to buy a museum? I don't know. That looks like a cool museum. I feel like museums are worth a lot. And it's got a... All right. We'll start right here. I guess we'll try and get the museum if it comes up. And honestly, I feel like sometimes you have to click like even before you see it turn green, to get some of these good ones. And maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. It's gonna be right on the edge there. I guess museums are cool. We'll try and buy a museum. It's got like a park around it too and stuff as well. So any second here, we should see it turn, and then I have to be fast. Oh, 104,000. I guess we're gonna do it. That was fast. I have to give myself credit. So, like I said, who knows if I'm making good decisions here, but this is my plan to mint stuff along this road. 14, that's a little high, but I'm still gonna do it. Other people are minting too, so that makes me feel good. We got 3, that's better than yesterday. Ooh, come on, don't give me the circle of death. Okay, so now we're gonna, oh, that one's available? 20,000, yes. Again, I told myself to be careful about what I'm buying, and now I'm not being careful at all. But along this road, I think I'm okay with it. Are there still, God, there's small stuff here too. Oh. Wow, that's a cheap one. 11, I kind of like this road. Maybe I'm making huge mistakes. Oh, don't see that very often, the minting cooldown. But we're buying up this road. That one was taken. Is it still taken? Yes. Okay, so we got some there. We got that museum guy. Stuff there. Let's keep looking along this road and see if there's... Because I don't feel like it's minting out quite as fast as I thought it would. 37, how much are those? 13. So either I'm making huge mistakes or I'm being really smart. Try not to buy too expensive stuff, except for the museum. I mean, I feel like a museum in a park like that has got to be somewhat valuable. And if becomes a collection or something, which I don't want to speculate that long, but then it could be really valuable. And hopefully somebody else thinks that and they buy it for lots of money from me. But that was like my quick draw finger right there. That was the fast. As soon as it was available. See, there's still some stuff over here. I might be being dumb, but down to 390,000. What will probably happen is I'll spend all my money here, and then nothing will sell, and then they'll release like Tokyo, like next week, and then I'll have to buy UpX if I want to. That's probably what will happen. 5. I guess it's still smart to buy stuff like that. Like I said, the floor isn't that. Ooh, I don't know. I should not be doing this. I should be looking along the road still. Oh, there's one. Is that one? I don't know if I can get there. There's small stuff up here too. Does the road keep going? It does keep going. So, oh, there's some small stuff up here that I would like. Nobody else is minted up here. Some people are buying big stuff. How much are these? 7? Okay. Just keep buying this road. And I'm assuming that I know something that other people don't, but I could be wrong. Oh, see, other people are doing it too, so I don't think I'm alone in this strategy. Doesn't mean I'm right, but maybe. Follow the lemmings off the cliff. Just because other people are doing it doesn't mean, oh, here come the CAPTCHA. I forgot about the CAPTCHA. I don't know how I forgot about the CAPTCHA, but here it is. Yes. Okay. More there. There's some real small ones down here that looked interesting. There's some restaurants and stuff. many sends do I have? 7. I've got plenty. We can see if I'll get close enough to mint those or not. I want them to be... See, that's probably real expensive. 100. I don't want to pay 100,000 for whatever that is. How much are these? Are these cheap? 8. It's a little much to try and finagle my way over there. I wanted to go the other direction, that way. See, somebody got the Red Lobster. Is that it? That one's available? That's that one I was trying to mint, and it was taken by somebody else. So I don't know. I just seen if that's on the same street. I don't really want to use my send to go over there for that one. This probably could still be taken too. I want to get in. There's quite a few properties on this road, which makes me think it's not going to be like a ultra rare, anything like that. But I'm still hoping. Okay, it ends right there. There's some high demand for it. No, that's not on the same road. Based on how many properties I'm buying on it, that is my hope. I hope. Oh, that's a different road too. Is this the right road? That's the right road. So, there's still... Like, should I just be buying all those? I think so, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am totally wrong. You know what happened? This reminds me a little bit of Detroit on Grass Shit Road. And I didn't cuss. Supposedly that's how you pronounce it. I tried to say Gracio and Grasso, and no, I was told it was Grass Shit. But part of that was the Detroit release. A lot of people had bugs and issues and could not mint, but I just kept minting stuff on that street. And I got so many properties, so many named properties, and I made so much UPX on them because I resold them at huge markups. And that's probably one of my best releases. And this sort of reminds me of that, except I have a lot less confidence in this road than I did Grass Shit. Because Grass Shit was a very defined road. It like had certain angles. You could tell it was a major thoroughfare. And this one looks like that as well too, and the properties look nice on it, so I'm hoping I'm not being dumb, but I mean I could be being dumb right now. Only time will tell. I've had lots of releases where I thought I was just doing amazing and awesome, and it turned out I did horrible. Like the LA release, where I was minting everything I could in Venice Beach at 70,000 UPX, and then I realized I'd never ever be able to sell them. I eventually did, but it took a long time, and I thought I was doing so well, and I'm like, wait a second. Why is nobody else minting here? And yeah. And then I minted stuff in Koreatown, which I still have not been able to sell at. I haven't like gone below mint or anything, but yeah. So this stuff at least is less expensive, so I'm not like exposing myself to a ton of risk by doing this. I don't think. I've been wrong before, very rarely, but once in a while. Oh, I would like to get those properties too. Those are small. Is there anything close by? Not really. I'll check and see if we're any closer. I'll zoom out here. I don't even remember. Oh, there's a Red Lobster and stuff. Oh yeah, someone did mint that other one, or it got minted before. I've seen that before where it just gets held forever for some reason. Okay, what area was it I was targeting? Some of these, but there's nowhere close enough to get there. Got stuff there. Lots of stuff. I've bought a lot of stuff here. Boy, there's still some stuff up here. don't know how many sends I've got left. I need to start dropping some sends. Of course, I can. Oh, look at that! There's a send right there. Oh, someone just bought that one. Are these all Brigadier? No, they are not. So I want to stay on this road. Is that on? Yes. There's a little steakhouse right there. Maybe it's that one. That one's a little more expensive. I like properties like at the end like that. Oh, that's a different road. That's on the right road. Oh. Let's see. That's a different road. People are definitely targeting this road though. You can see it filling up here. Were those the two I wanted? Those look like the two I wanted. How did they get those? They must have sent from that direction. How much is that one? 13. Someone's got one for sale already. 180,000. Hey, I'll be happy if that's how much people are paying for those. I'm not gonna speculate, but that might be a little bit aggressive right there. Oh, 10? That's cheap enough to buy, I think. For how many properties I bought, I still have money left, so that's good. And I bought a museum. I bought a museum in Detroit too, actually. Detroit worked out so well because I bought a museum in like the downtown area and a theater, I think, and just got lots of really good stuff right in downtown and sold those for huge markups. Made tons of money on those, and then I was able to still go to Grass Shit Road and buy a bunch of stuff there. And yes, I feel funny calling it Grass Shit Road if you're wondering. But I try not to cuss or ever do that on my channels. Any of my channels, this one or Invest for More. But I'm not cussing when I say grass shit, because that's the name of the road. All right. Cristavo. Nope. Got my little row of properties there. That's probably... No, that's on the right. Can we send my guy this way? I could try and hit that one because it won't waste on my sends if I send to my own property. Most of you should know that. But if you're new, you might not, and that's okay. It's okay to be new. We like new players. That's not really going the right direction. I want to go farther. Well, will he get up to here? Oh, let's just send right to here. We're not going to get there in time. And I can always go to some of my other properties in the area and find sends that way if I need to. Oh, traffic light. Jesus, how many traffic lights do you need? Sorry. Is that one on there? Yes, that one is on there too. Brigadier Faria Lima. Oh. So I'm slightly worried I'm minting so much, but slightly excited too. Is that a bridge? I can't tell. Yes, that was a bridge. Like, maybe I'm doing amazing. Nope. That's Bartholomew, not the Brigadierio. Is that one too? No. No. Okay. And it's been 14 minutes, and I'm still... God, that's on there too. 13? That one wasn't... Yeah, that wasn't on the road. The NB Steak Place is still available. 19. What's this property look like? If it looks cool, I might buy it too. I mean, oh, it's the outside. I don't want to see the outside. That doesn't look like a steakhouse. That looks like a... Maybe it is. A weird back room. Ugh. Show me this street view. Maybe this one shows us a better street view. If you're really trying to mint stuff fast, oh, that looks more like a steakhouse there. Looking at street views is not the right strategy, but that's a slightly bigger property. I kind of like it though. Oh, it's not that much more expensive. Okay. What? Oh, boo. What? That's ridiculous. See, I told you I shouldn't have been looking at the street views. I really do need some sends. Are there any sends available? Well, we'll just look along here again too. Brigadeiro, and that one's still buying a lot of properties. Now I'm down to 1 send, so I really have to find some more sends after this. Come on. Oh, what are you doing? Don't freeze up on me. Brigadeiro. Oh, boo. Boo earns, boo earns, boo earns. That one? Oh. There we go. Just minting to my delight on all these properties. It may be worthless or maybe not. We don't know. That's the exciting part. Is that one too? No. Okay, now I said I need to find cents. Now I really need to find cents because I have 1 left. And I don't want to use it and not have any, because then you're really screwed. Hopefully. I guess I can still send to my own property with no sends, right? Yeah. I don't use any. There's one down there. There's one. I was trying to find one close to my... How fast are those disappearing? Are they staying there for a second? Did that disappear already? No. Two cents. Out of range. I'm very slowly going that way. While he's doing that, what is my strategy? There's a lot of properties on there. That's a different road, right? This is, see, nobody's minting on that one. In there, like, there's some, could be nobody's gotten up there though yet too. 11,000 for Brigadeiro. Oh, it just sold. Or minted, whatever. That's not it. Okay. I think I bought a lot of stuff. I hope it's good. Let's see if that send is close. I wonder what the other neighborhood looks like down here. If this one, from what I heard, lots and lots of people were going down here. So, and I was looking at the properties there. They are not pretty. I mean, some are okay, but I like my areas like the prettiest part of Sao Paulo I have seen. Now, I'm not just saying that, but like the street I showed earlier was beautiful. Chugging along. Oh, come on. Aren't they supposed to put like all kinds of sends all over the place during a new release? I feel like I don't see very many at all. And maybe it's because I'm in the old area, but I didn't see hardly any in the new area here either. The rest of this, look at all these properties available, and they're not that expensive. The rest of this is not minting well. Just that one street. So like I said, hopefully I didn't make a massive mistake. One of the other areas I thought might be cool is up here by Paris. This area-ish look kind of cool. So much FSA. God, that's got to be FSA. It doesn't. Scrolling so tight. That's bugging me. They need to fix that. But yeah, like it's all minted out. Well, some of those bigger stuff aren't. How expensive is that? There's still stuff available up there. But there's so much FSA. And then this area here was a weird area that had minted as just an FSA neighborhood. And then they released a lot of other properties now. So that's kind of weird. And I'm not really seeing many sends available. And yeah, that's not minting out that great. I wonder how Santa Cecilia is doing. Small stuff is minting, not big stuff. There's a send. So I just really, really hope my strategy of, oh, is that close enough? No, where's my property? None at all. Buying along that street, oh, look at that. Works out. I didn't spend an awful amount of money, but it was quite a bit. Like I think people would have, like, if you do a full, huge city release, people are gonna spend a lot of UPX. I would spend over $1 million UPX on like Detroit and LA, which was horrible, and some of the other ones, and it was awesome. Because I made way more of that back, and I was willing to spend dollars to buy UPX back then, because I missed the other one. There was so much opportunity there, whereas now I don't want to spend any money to mint in Sao Paulo. I really need to get my UPX back up. Hopefully I can sell some of this stuff. I should probably think about that now, actually. Oh, that's not on the right road. I wonder how expensive. 189. 59. Okay, that one's not crazy expensive. 350. It just is weird. 600. How expensive people are selling this stuff on the street for. 200. 92. It's like an inside. Not. I mean, 50. Was that the right street? I don't know if that was the right street. Everything on this street is so expensive. And I didn't even like find it as being 50. That's like one of the cheapest ones, named one. Oh, there's a cheaper one, 32. But even that is, still expensive compared to the rest of this area. So what I really should be doing is putting some of these up for sale right now. And if I sell some now too cheap, that's okay. I'll be okay with that. I'll survive. Because I have a lot of them. If I minted this for 9 and I sell it for 35, I'm happy. And so we'll put some of these up for sale now and see if anything happens. Nothing's for sale up there. Did you see that? None of these are for sale yet. Which means sometimes we can ask even more and see what, I hate to get too excited, but I feel like I'm going to do pretty good here. And I've felt that before and been wrong. But got my fingers crossed. My museum. Do I list my museum now? That's a tricky one. I could put like a crazy price on it and just see what happens. Is that? I didn't even look at it to see what it looks like. Oh, it's inside. I don't want to see the office. Oh, well, maybe I can get out here. Let's go outside. There we go. Come on. Let me outside. I'll expand it so we can all see the parking lot of the back door of the museum, which we can't get to. We'll see if we can go to this, and hopefully this has a street view that is not inside the building. It's inside the building. Oh, bike racers. Get out here. Let me go outside. Come on, open the door. Outside, look. Look. No, outside, not in here. There's probably a way to do that, and people will tell me in the comments, but that doesn't help me out very much right now. Oh, there's outside-ish. like a back alley somewhere. Is it? That's not the main road. I don't know if I'm going the right direction. Let me expand this. Try not to make you sick while I do this, sorry. Where am I? I don't know. How do I get to the main street? I don't know. We're gonna go this way. I guess we're done minting for now, right? Am I going the right way? I don't know. I'm on a street. I'm just driving my car that I shipped here to Sao Paulo from Neponsit. I'm not going the right way, I don't think. Who knows where I am right now? Is there any way to tell where I am? Ugh. Okay. Well, that was exciting. This one, we're gonna try this again. And I really need to work too. Like, all these city release. That's a cool theater, but like, I want to see outside, not inside. Why is it? Okay, there we go. If it says street view, why don't you show me a street view? Why does it show me? Is that it? No. I don't know where I am again. I have no idea where I am. What? Capital Ciudad. What roads am I on? I don't know. Is that it? Is that the museum? Oh, no! Get me out of the tunnel. What? I don't want to be in here. Oh, now I really have no idea where I am. I am not going to Sao Paulo. I will get lost using these maps, that's for sure. So, I thought, well, there's a tunnel thing, right? So, oh, I know I said that was the last time, but I lied. Okay. So I'm looking at my building right here. That should be the museum. Okay. That should be that beautiful museum. This is the street Bircurio Los Gunos something. I know I said that. Brigadier Franco Gonzalez. Oh, look, I'm inside the museum. I don't want to be in the museum. Why? Get me out of the museum. Why? I did not say I wanted to be in that museum. They just really don't want me outside. What are they trying to hide? Was that it? Is that my museum? I think that's my museum. I'm not clicking anywhere close to it because it will take me inside and lock me away. Oh, there's a nice bus. I don't want to see the bus. Museum. Okay, so it doesn't look like anything too crazy, but it's a museum. Okay, I'll stop messing around. I should probably get back to work. Cool. Successful? Not successful? We will find out. Let me know how your release did. I think I'm done for now. I don't really care about anything else. So, hopefully the next release is way more exciting. All right, love the likes, love the comments, love the shares. Keep those coming. I'll be back with more videos soon.